Figure 13.4, a try statement with a finally block. The one missing piece of the try-catch sequence is the so-called finally block, and here we're showing you a generic try-catch sequence with a finally block at the end. And the purpose of this block is really to perform resource deallocation. Now, in Java, the single biggest resource that we use in most applications is memory, which we create by using the new operator to create objects of our classes. And as you know, when a particular object has no more references to it, then Java's garbage collector has the opportunity to potentially reclaim that object for future reuse when other objects get created. But there are other types of resources that you might use in a Java program. For example, you might open a connection to a file, or a connection to a database, or a connection over the network to an application on another computer, such as a web server. And often the other types of resources that you might use in Java have associated with them checked exceptions, meaning that you're going to need to wrap your code that processes those types of resources in try-catch sequences. And a common setup for such sequences to make sure that you process those resources correctly and deallocate them when they're no longer needed is to obtain the resource that you want to use in a try block, such as opening a file, opening a database, or opening a connection to a network. Use that resource in the try block. If anything goes wrong, catch the problem in one or more different types of catch handlers based on the types of problems that might occur. And then in the finally block, which is guaranteed to execute as long as you've entered the try block in the normal flow of control of your program, in the finally block is where you would put statements that are guaranteed to execute so that they can quote-unquote release resources, doing things like closing databases, closing files, closing network connections, etc. So basically, the finally block is a place in which you can guarantee that statements get executed, which makes it an ideal location for deallocating resources. Now we're going to take a look at an example of a try-catch finally sequence. It is a mechanical example to demonstrate to you that regardless of whether the try block executes successfully, the finally block will always execute. We'll look at that in the next example.
Looking to advance your career by acquiring new skills? Tired of expensive off-site training programs? Wish you could learn from the best instructors in the industry? Look no further than Live Lessons, self-paced personal video instruction by the world's leading technology publishers. Each live lesson comes with a DVD featuring 3 to 4 hours of instructor-led classroom training, sample program code that allows you to work along with your personal instructor, and an example-rich study guide. Live lessons allow you to watch the entire course from start to finish, or navigate directly to any of the individual lessons. You'll literally watch over the shoulder of your instructor as he shows you how to build state-of-the-art applications. Live Lessons, the power of the world's leading technology experts at your fingertips. To learn more, visit mylivelessons.com today.